welcome. We made it. We made it, and you know what? It counts. It's crazy. Also, I got napalm good. I got him good. Sometimes you just need to send a Mario Goatsy to someone to really just kind of lock it in. Boys, great night. Get out with some friends. I ended up getting some Taco Bell. As you can tell, my voice is a little fucking shot because we were screaming over music the whole night. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little hoarse when you have to scream over music that consistently keeps getting louder and louder. And the craziest thing about tonight is that we okay. So, excuse me. I've been eating Taco Bell, by the way. And I'm probably gonna eat one more taco. We streamed for 4.5 minutes in downtown where I live, and it only caught 20 seconds of it. So I am very happy that we streamed for as long as we did. And I figured we would actually take a quick peek at it before we start watching the video, because I'm very curious to how it...
I think we're live.
Does it say you're live?
And Landon,
It says I'm live.
Landon joined us.
Wait, should I do this way?
Oh, wow.
Oh, it'll register. Perfect.
What a professional.
Hey, boys, this is Landon. We're
Wow.
live. We're going, and I have...
Okay, so apparently we shouldn't have been walking downtown. I figured that walking would give us better connection, but apparently it doesn't.
notifications. Okay, so boys, let me...
And then it fucking breaks. That is so funny. So it said that we were live the whole time.
Does it say you're live?
It says I'm live.
That's the craziest
Wait,
bit of
should
it.
I do this way? Oh, it'll register. Perfect.
But yeah, that's what...
Hey, boys, this is Landon.
You can kind of tell what Landon looks like. Just... through the 5 pixels, that's Landon. He's the guy who played Rocket League with us. But yeah, boys, I'm very glad that that you guys didn't see any of that. Honestly, I'm actually kind of bummed about that because it was some good shit. It was some good content there for 4 minutes. And it only caught the first 20 seconds. Apparently disconnected. That's why a streamer backpack is great to have. Apparently, so that's good to know. But boys, we're gonna keep it a nice short little stream today. How does that sound? I figured one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, Nexpo, just released a new video. And it's about the fear of the deep. It's about the fear of the ocean, which I have. It's called thalassophobia. And, or thalassophobia, excuse me. And it is just the fear of like the deep, just in general. Sometimes it can be monsters, it can be things underneath, it can be just the vast unknown, or it can be that there's just nothing in your sight. But I figured we'd watch that and then call it. So let's get cooking. And boys, if anything, this might be an introduction to a great new YouTube channel. Again, this is Nexpo. Highly recommend Nexpo if you like spooky stuff. Very spooky. The reason we don't watch it on stream is because it's so long. It's like hour-long videos. But this one is perfect for today because I just had a night of fun and I am tired. And I gotta get up actually pretty early in the morning, so we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it Gucci, you know what I'm saying? I also have a spicy potato soft taco. And it's delicious. Well, yeah, and I think he's got his own, like, ARG or something going on right now, which is super cool.
Where are my kids, Frank? Where are my fucking kids?
Dude, Nexpo makes some scary shit, I'm gonna be honest. Nexpo's editing is actually pretty next level. Every morning, na na na, we are on it. Also tonight, one of my friends ended up sprinting away from people, and then they ended up finding him. So that's good to know. Don't sprint away from people, you know.
It's a summer day.
Although it is sprinting away from people is a really funny bit, I will say. So Take that info as you will.
and you're out for an ocean swim. You take a breath.
Okay.
You head under.
Yep.
It's beautiful at first. You're in a whole new world. You keep going and going and going.
How are you not drowning?
As you come up for air, you notice the people
there you go.
behind you are quiet as nature's ambience has overtaken them.
Ooh.
You just need one more look though.
Yeah.
And alas, you take one more plunge.
And then Cthulhu eats you up.
But it seems that you may have had a slight miscalculation. As your eyes draw into focus, you realize that there's nothing to focus on.
Yikes, I hate that.
No floor, no fish, no walls. All there is a void of darkness, a
Dang.
cold, endless abyss gazing back at you.
Bro, you drifted way too far.
There is nothing there but yourself, the water, and the vast unknown.
Damn, boys. Are you ready for this? I'm not. I'm eating Taco Bell at almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not ready for this. Yeah, I hate, like, just the ocean deep in general. A little bit too spooky for me. Sorry, that was loud. But it's necessary. I need to clean my space.
You know, it's funny. I've been trying to figure out for years how to put into words the existential dread I get from something as conceptually simple as the ocean.
Sure.
The immeasurable expanse that remains one of the world's greatest mysteries.
It's crazy. We know more about I think it's we know more about the moon than we know about the ocean that we live on. I also think we know an equal amount about the ocean, or like less than we know about Mars. Something like that.
It is painfully unsettling that our current knowledge of it is minuscule, rivaling that of the moon.
Also, if you go to Taco Bell and you don't get these little Cinnabon Delights, what are you doing? You know?
And even the planet Mars,
Oh,
rivaling that of the moon, fully unsettling that our current knowledge of it is minuscule, rivaling that of the moon, and even the planet Mars.
that's what I just said. That's crazy. But yeah, they Cinnabon Delights, dude. I mean, look at that. Wow. It's insane. They also make Cinnamon Delight coffee, I guess. Is it good? I don't know. I might find out. I might get some breakfast in the morning. Who knows?
Upon looking at the raw data, knowing that over 80% of this underwater
I'm sorry. Those Cinnabon Delights fuck me up. Like, for reals. Those are so fucking good, dude.
abyss remains unmapped and unexplored.
I'm glad that I was wondering, why do you guys only have a 2-pack at Taco Bell, you know? Why is it only a 2-pack? Why is it not a 2 and a 6 and a 12? Maybe. I understand now. Because if you get a 2-pack, that's perfect amount. If you get 6, that's too much, and you might as well just get a 12-pack. Because getting a 12-pack is dangerous. I could polish off a 12-pack after I just finished eating a huge Taco Bell dinner.
To this day, drives home the gut-wrenching realization that we truly know next to nothing about what's actually down there.
It is
We
actually
know more
crazy.
about the surface of a planet we have never seen.
And if I'm not mistaken, the reason why we don't know, or why we know so little about the ocean, is because that it's when you go so deep into the ocean, obviously all that pressure. There's so much of the ocean that we physically cannot get to yet, and that's why we don't know so much about it. We know essentially all we can know about the surface level of it. It's like the iceberg, you know?
set foot on than we do about the ocean engulfing the vast majority of the planet on which we live. And
that's
to
crazy.
me, that implication is horrifying.
Sorry, what do you say?
And to me, about the ocean, we know more about the surface of a planet we have never set foot on than we
Oh.
do about the
So we know more about Mars than we do about our ocean.
The ocean
Wow,
engulfing the
that's
vast majority of
terrifying.
the planet on which we live. And to me, that
Dude, that's so
implication
scary.
is horrifying.
What horrors live
It's called the
in
deep blue for a reason,
deep
because
blue,
it
you
is
know?
incomprehensibly so. At just over 36,000 feet straight down, you can fit the entirety of Mount Everest with over 7,000 feet to spare. You could theoretically launch a jumbo jet off the bottom of the ocean's deepest point and hardly make it to surface level at its cruising altitude. And if you stack the Empire State Building end to end, you would need over 24 of them, one on top of the other, to reach surface level from its darkest abyss.
Wow.
Thalassophobia is a concept that encompasses the fear of the ocean.
I hate it.
Yet what it actually entails might mean something entirely different to you.
Yeah, there's a couple different
than it does
types.
to me.
Essentially.
Some may fear the ocean's gargantuan,
Yep.
seemingly endless size.
Yeah, the endless size. And then the
or fear
creatures.
nature's unforgiving wrath.
Oh, I didn't think about that one. Yeah, because it's
Or
just.
fear becoming stuck within it.
Oh, I hate that actually. I hate that
Or
more.
fear things that don't belong inside of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Or
like.
fear what we found.
There we go. That's the monsters. Or what we haven't
Rather,
found.
fear what we haven't.
Dude, did I write this video? I think I did. What the fuck is that?
Much of what we think of when we imagine the ocean are visuals that we can logically comprehend. Reference points like coral reefs, the seafloor, and even sea creatures that share this world with us help us paint a mental picture that is coherent. In reality though, once you tread off the beaten path and veer over the continental shelf separating our world from theirs, what's actually out there is a seemingly infinite void.
Yeah,
And a
the
macrocosm
deep
that
ocean
we
is
may
just a
never
void.
fully explore.
It's actually fucked.
All across the internet, we can find troves of video demonstrating the ocean's colossal scale. It's hard to put exactly into words, but viewing footage of divers like Jonathan Bird treading the fringe of safety and complete danger by venturing out and into what appears to be completely nothing will
It's-
never not cause me to
The
tense up.
ocean is actually a separate
There is
world.
an
It's
entire
crazy.
world below them.
Me and Nextbor on the same page,
A
brother.
world shrouded in darkness.
It's crazy.
A world ripe for discovery. A world with caves, valleys, entire underwater oceans, and man-made relics, all just waiting there.
Is there maybe like SpongeBob where there's water
Until the
instead
end
of
of time.
water? Like waterception, maybe? I mean, who really knows for sure? Foreboding music. Yikes. I'm scared. Oh shit. The scariest thing of all, Donkey Kong, dude. I'm fucking frightened.
Since I was a child,
I'm shitting and
thalassophobia
farting,
has
dude.
unknowingly held me with an iron grip. Jolly Roger Bay and its feeling of constant tension as we explore
Yeah.
a man-made creation ravaged by nature.
So, I think so. Yeah. So water levels unsettle me because there's always a time limit. You know, like you're always rushed. I think that's why it's because I mean, obviously you have to breathe, but there's always like a countdown, and it's very stressful, and I hate it.
Pinnacle Rock and its cavernous gorge, infested with creatures unknown.
Never been to that one.
And Tomb Raider, with its multitude of claustrophobic underwater caverns,
That one's just the
disorienting
lighting,
us
though. That one's
at every
fucked.
turn. It's funny because paradoxically, I have always felt that the soundtracks to these levels are beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're
which
always
oddly
really.
always counteracted the dread I got from having to endure environments like this.
They're always really chill.
Perhaps it was the
honestly.
fact that in these games we are almost always racing the clock, lest we drown to death when our time is up.
Damn, dude.
With the fact that enemies
dude's nailing the
always
point.
move faster than we do.
Oh, dude, from
Or
inside.
maybe
Oh
it's
my
the lack
god.
of visibility. The darkness that shrouds us just feet away,
Yep.
depriving us of any ability to prepare for an impending threat.
It's essentially like when you're in the ocean, you kind of feel like you're in a spotlight, and when you're in the spotlight, you can't see what's in the darkness, kind of thing. So you feel fully exposed at all times.
Or could it be the creatures,
Oh,
the monsters who call this unforgiving habitat
oh man,
home?
that is crazy. But there's things that live in the ocean when you really think about it, especially in the depths. Why would the depths exist if things didn't live in it, you know? Scary thoughts. Scary thoughts to keep you up at night. That's what I'm here for.
In early 2022, a video game released encompassing every fear that I have ever had regarding the ocean. It's called Iron Lung, and you may have heard of it.
So I've heard of it. I don't know what Iron Lung is about. I looked up a list of scary games that said Iron Lung is a good one.
Through my fellow creator.
Didn't know it was an underwater game, though. I thought it was like the actual Iron Lung, where someone is surviving being put on an iron lung.
Just like Markiplier,
My mistake.
Pyrocynical, and Jacob Geller.
Big mistake
The
on my
game
part.
puts us into the shoes of a convict, trapped in a world far removed from ours. At the game's beginning, we're told that, out of nowhere, every single habitable planet was demolished in a cataclysmic event known only as the Quiet Rapture.
Weird.
With this, the future of humankind was left dangling by a thread, as only those aboard spacecrafts were safe from it. For
Interesting.
years, the remaining survivors have done what they could to jumpstart humanity, navigating the vast frontier that is the universe in search of any sliver of hope that a habitable planet remains out there. Guided by nothing but dying starlight, mankind is confined to the vast expanse of nothingness, left to salvage the scant resources left behind on a multitude of barren moons.
Dude, his voice is so soothing.
But on
you know?
just a handful of them, we find a strange anomaly.
Come.
Oceans of blood.
Close.
That might be the key to unlocking the resources we so desperately need
Oceans
to survive.
of blood. Interesting.
You and I are tasked with boarding a makeshift submarine that was not designed for extreme depth, navigating an ocean that is completely alien from anything we have ever seen or known, left to search for and photograph natural resources that may not even be down there.
Oh my god.
To
This
add
game
insult
sounds
to injury,
awful.
the submarine will be welded shut and the window reinforced with thick metal. A rolling method of navigation, a map, a rudimentary control system, a single camera, and our own intuition, guided by whatever sounds we may hear down there.
Wow, this game sounds terrifying.
For all
I'm
we
gonna
know,
play it.
we may not survive.
Hey, you're in an ocean of
inside the Iron
blood, my
Lung,
guy. In a
at
shitty
least we
makeshift
won't know what killed
submarine.
us.
Yikes, dude.
Beginning your descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Inside?
Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding.
There you go. And we've reached our max depth.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so reflecting and be careful. You're on your own.
Oh my god. Good luck.
From the very beginning, we know this will not be simple.
Nope, I'm good.
The iron lung flexes and creaks, seemingly reaching its limit under the crippling weight of the ocean. The radio cuts out, severing our only line of
Which is
communication.
crazy that
and
the
letters
further
penned by
the
previous
further you go
convicts.
down in like water, the more pressure builds up. I mean, I guess I get it, but dude, deep water shit is so fucking scary. It's insane.
Warn us of an impending
I can't even
fate.
comprehend it.
For the entire game, we're left to follow a map, adjusting our rotation as we blindly navigate this foreign underwater sea in hopes of
my
taking pictures at each designated point. Interestingly, the iron lung is equipped with a proximity sensor to warn us when we come too close to an obstacle.
Oh, good.
And at first, it seems like a no-brainer. The ship is already cruising on its last leg, so any physical contact could spell the end of us altogether.
Oh my god.
As we make our way to each checkpoint, we're able to utilize a shoddy camera system to view the outside world. And with intervals of just one single frame,
Oh, you're
we're left
kidding.
with nothing but grainy, black and white visuals that are more often than not completely inexplicable.
Oh my god. It's like the fucking
A corpse of a foreign giant.
what's that game?
Unknown
The one that's on Game Pass. and you can fly into the fucking like thorn thing. Outer Wilds, I think.
Structures with monsters
Oh
just
my
out of
god.
view. Legs from what appear to be giant spiders.
Wow, awesome.
And objects that bear no discernible shape.
That's an angel right there. I know an angel when I see one.
Pussy!
Dude, Napalm, what's going on, dude? Dude, welcome. We're watching Spooky Scary Fear of the Depth video by Nexpo.
The horror of Iron Lung comes into
His voice is very
within
soothing.
the very fabric of how
Very
it's
late
played.
night. Dude, how are you doing, my
We are
friend?
confined to an
You were
iron
up very
cell,
late.
left with none other than the dread stemming from our own biases, as our minds fill the blanks these grainy images leave for us. And
Dude.
on top of this,
We streamed for 4 minutes, and it only caught the first 20 seconds. Isn't that hilarious? Gotta pass the fuck out. Oh, well, dude, I appreciate you stopping in to say good night. Good night. Cozy restful sleeps, my friend. Catch you later, you know?
as we traverse this
Go
underwater
to
hell,
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little napalm. But shit was negative FPS. I was gonna say we read your chat and we were like, oh shit, napalm's here, and then yeah, you said negative FPS, but we were already like a minute and a half in. It was weird. It didn't tell me it disconnected or anything. It said we were still going, so you hate to see it, you know.
proximity sensor
tough.
sure goes wild, even when we're certain.
So
there's
now
no
I know I shouldn't walk, because we were walking around downtown. I was like, oh, maybe walking will help, you know, the connection, but it didn't. We should have just stayed still. So that's good to know.
obstacle anywhere around us.
Still counts. Still counts.
Whatever is out there is
Running
lurking.
my Star Wars sequel video. Oh, let's go, dude. Dude, I'm excited.
Analyzing us for just the right moment.
Ooh.
We cannot see them. We cannot prepare. And we have no idea what it is around us.
Or so I can start my script. Oh, yes. I'm excited.
In a way, it's sort of poetic because it resembles
I
the
am
real
excited.
world. Blood oceans upon vast alien moons aren't too far off from the concept of our own. And I think that's what makes Iron Lung so horrifying. Anytime we enter the ocean, we enter a habitat not made for us.
Sent you the other day.
We can't breathe.
Which
We
one are you
can't
talking
hear.
about? I believe I did. I watch a lot of videos in a day. I have to jog my memory.
We can't see. But they can.
It was a key. Oh yeah, I did. Yes.
Tonight, I won't spoil the ending, so if you haven't yet experienced this game, please do, because it'll be well worth your time. The story is engaging and thought-provoking. The atmosphere is unmatched for those afraid of the deep. And
We
the
might
ending
have
is a
to play
catch that will stick with you for a while.
Interesting.
In my opinion, Iron Lung is one of the greatest modern examples of thalassophobia portrayed through video games. And as an avid fan of Subnautica,
Dude, I don't know if I can play
that's
Subnautica.
sure saying something.
I think Subnautica might be a little bit too much for me. That is rough. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, do 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 do. The ocean, Earth's final frontier. Is that Junji Ito?
Hidden inside the second chapter of Slug Girl,
Uh-oh.
part of the horror world of Junji Ito collection,
Uh-oh.
exists the story.
Yikes.
The thing that drifted ashore.
That's to me too.
It involves the tale of a
That's why when I saw
mysterious
Nexpo
object
released it, I was
that
like,
washes
okay, we're
up
gonna
on the
watch that
coast
for
of the
stream
Pacific
tonight.
Ocean. It's a creature completely alien. It's gargantuan, slimy. It's disgusting. On its face are massive cysts and tumors, with small appendages emerging from them. And worst of all, it smells
It stinks. Let me
because
tell
it's
you.
rotting.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it draws a crowd in the hundreds, all eager to examine and preserve this colossal spectacle. Among the crowd we encounter a young boy with an acute fear of the ocean. All his life, he's had nightmares of floating in the deep sea, surrounded by hordes of massive ocean giants.
Yep, and I will too tonight, so that's exciting.
While out there, he meets a woman named Mie. She explains that 7 years prior, she had lost her fiancé in a ferry accident. No trace of him was ever found. However, ever since, she's been afflicted with ocean nightmares highly similar to the boys.
Interesting.
As she's telling her story though,
Foreboding music plays. Oh.
the onlookers notice something.
Uh-oh. It's people.
The creature's skin has transparent spots. And on the inside are humans,
What?
entirely intact. They cut the creature open. The people are still alive, and it's realized that one of them is Bie's fiancé, the one who went missing years ago. Shortly after, the bile-covered people begin to panic, crawling in all sorts of directions like inhuman monsters. As it turns out, they were trapped inside of this thing for years, living off it like parasites as they traversed the pitch-black deep ocean. And the dreams they had of the ocean giants larger than a school bus were, in actuality, what those inside of it were seeing all those years.
Good Lord.
Because
Oh my god. Movie or story. A year ago, this kid I worked with, Ethan, important detail, fired and banned from the property because he called another coworker the N-word to his face. Ooh. Every one of those slurs you can think of. Oh man. Through the wash day, and I got to kick him out. I asked if he was Ethan. He lied to my face and handed me his card with his name on it. We had to go. I wasn't leaving at first. I told him again. He hit me with, but I didn't do anything wrong though. Yikes. Yikes, dude.
because of their confinement, every person recovered that day was officially declared insane.
But hey, you gotta
And
kick
the
him out
story
though.
ends pondering
exciting.
on what else might be out there.
Weird that he tried to come through though. There's other car washes, right? You know?
The thing that drifted ashore is special because its horror is twofold.
Oh yeah.
On one hand, we have an ocean monster that lives off shipwrecked human beings.
Yep.
Yet on the other, we have the visual of what they saw all confined down there.
Oh yeah.
Grotesque, giant fish with massive eyes and appendages.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Beasts capable of devouring entire human beings. And creatures beyond our level of comprehension.
Oh god, that's the worst.
The ocean is uniquely fascinating
I hate
because
that.
it's the one medium on Earth in which fact can meet fantasy. Ocean monsters.
Basically, I told him, bro, I have authority to call police. Have you escorted off the property so we can do this the easy way or the hard way? Gotta say that. Hell yeah, scared him off to leave, dude. You're like you're like Clint Eastwood, dude.
Can be thought into existence.
Make my day,
Hardly a way to
punk.
disprove them within
You know?
our lifetime. And the potential of what could be
That's rad.
overpowers our collective psyche, as that curiosity may never be satiated. It seems that until the end of time, legendary ocean monsters like the Kraken, the Hydra, and the Leviathan will always fascinate us given our sheer inability to explore the habitat in which they live. Tales of the high seas,
Oh god, there he
of
is.
tragedy by the hands of fantastical beasts will persist evermore, fueling fans and fears of the ocean for generations to come. The thing that drifted ashore nails this mistake in the realm of legend, yet it plays on concepts entirely grounded in reality. Deep-sea giants are not fiction, and the condition of abyssal gigantism is, in actuality,
Yeah.
the farthest thing from fantasy.
because you have to be huge to survive the pressure. Terrifying. Terrifying, let me tell you. Abyssal gigantism. I never heard it put that way before. I've heard someone has called me an abyssal nightmare before, but
Around 3,000 feet deep,
you know,
the ocean becomes cold, dark,
I didn't
and
notice
full of
him.
creatures
It was too late,
inexplicable.
so I was fucking hope he would try to get.
In
Oh,
lieu
nice.
of the octopi, dolphins, and vibrant ecosystems embedded within coral reefs, we instead find species
I have
exhibiting
gigantism. Dude, you're an abyssal nightmare. That's
bearing
rad.
foreboding teeth,
Just kidding.
and riddled with a curious
I'm just
affliction,
kidding.
colossal size.
What am I looking at? Jellyfish. They're all like transparent and shit too, which is weird.
When we look at these photos, it's difficult to establish a sense of scale. The colossal squid alone looks relatively unassuming
Yeah.
until you're given a visual comparison
Oh.
respective to a human. The oarfish appears like a minuscule eel
Yeah.
until you realize they can grow up to 36 feet long. Deep sea gigantism has created a plethora of monsters. Japanese spider crabs bearing 12-foot legs, deep sea isopods growing multiple feet in length,
Yikes.
sea spiders up to nearly 2 feet long,
Defense mechanism. Oh, okay.
anglerfish the size of humans,
Interesting.
the big
so
fin
fucking
squid
tall. Ooh.
with tentacles extending upwards of 26 feet long,
Oh my god.
and even creatures like the siphonophore, a floating amalgamation made of a colony of zooids chaining themselves together hundreds of feet in length.
Oh my god.
For over 90% of the ocean, sunlight is not able to penetrate, fostering an environment in which
For over 90% of the ocean.
life like this needs to adapt to survive. A region known as the Abyssal Plain makes up 70% of the entire seafloor as we know it.
Oh my
However,
lord.
because of the lack of sunlight, plants and vegetation simply cannot thrive down there.
Yeah.
This, in a way, presents a natural conundrum, as the bottom of the food chain typically relies on flora for satiation. And so, this is where a phenomenon known as marine snow comes into play. Made up of decomposed organisms from above, on top of fecal matter, sand, and the remains of
Oh
fish,
wow.
most of the known deep ocean fauna rely on it as their main source of food. With this in mind, it would only make sense for creatures to evolve by shrinking.
Dude, they're eating shit. That's crazy. Eating shit and poop. Which disease where my appendages are disproportionately bigger than they should be, and it puts a fuck ton of strain on my heart. Oh yeah. Definitely have that. Oh yeah, dude. I forget. You always forget about that.
As not only are they
That's
compressed
crazy.
by the
Well, dude, I'm
ocean's
glad
sheer
too.
weight, but are also left devoid of solid meals. As
Doctor's
we've
worried
seen,
about it though. Ultrasound on my heart. Well, hey.
is quite the
At least
opposite.
he was thinking about it, you know.
Kleber's law states that the larger an organism's mass is, the more efficient its metabolic rate becomes. This notion results in colossal, highly efficient sea life lurking within the ocean's
Oh,
darkest
RGB
depths,
fish, dude.
waiting and grazing for their next meal.
Ugh.
I would be remiss, however, if I did not state that these are mere postulations, as the phenomenon of abyssal gigantism is still being studied. Because of the historical impossibility of exploring the deep ocean, much of how sea life survives down there is entirely unknown.
Dude, they're monsters, that's how.
Alongside this, it's believed that over 91% of the
That was
ocean
pretty good.
species have
Hey.
not even been discovered, compounding with the
on
already
right now, dude.
extraordinary
This is
statistic
terrifying.
that the vast majority of the deep blue remains completely unseen by human eyes. Up to this point, everything I've shown you in this video has fallen within the mere 9% of creatures we have
Oh
seen.
no.
Now imagine what we haven't.
It's so massive we can't even comprehend it. So, I always say my two biggest fears are the deep blue sea and cosmic horror. The crazy thing is the deep blue sea is essentially cosmic horror as well, because fuck, we haven't explored it enough, you know. Two for one on the phobias. Oh yeah, dude. Easy. Bro, that's the sky. That's not the sea. You goofball. Water bubbling. Big open spaces. Fuck me. Yeah. It's big open spaces because you feel like you can be watched. You know, space in the ocean. And also big open spaces to where you feel complete loneliness too. Because
It goes without saying
it's fog,
that
yeah.
the ocean
It's just like,
is treacherous.
where the fuck am I?
Yet
You know?
that hasn't slowed those eager to explore it. The allure of underwater caves, blue holes, and ocean cliffsides make for an experience both riveting and spiritually fulfilling. However,
the video.
it's
Ooh.
unfortunately fairly common for deep-sea dives to go awry.
Unless. Or until Jack decided to bring dynamite underneath. The blue hole.
On
I'll
the
show you a
28th
brown
of April
hole.
2000, 22-year-old Yuri Lipsky geared up for a dive within the Blue Hole in Egypt. Known as one of the most dangerous diving locations in the world, traversing this environment is no
Ooh.
small feat. One of its
The title of it is called Underwater Horror CGI TikTok. Yikes. Yeah, I hate that a lot. Yeah, I am a pussy. Oh, fuck, I hate that, dude. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna like that, though. I want to see more of it. But ew, I hate it. Yikes. Yikes, my guy.
its standout features
Let me
is
tell
its
ya.
underwater arch, a massive 170-foot tunnel resting
Not a fan.
164 feet below the surface and extending 85 feet in length. It's been reported that the blue hole is deceptive, appearing to be much shorter than it is when you
Single-handedly
manage to
gave me
get down there.
thalassophobia. Oh, yeah, dude.
Alongside this, it bears areas with strong down
But
currents.
here's the
making for
crazy thing. Those things, you can't even see them because it's just pitch black. So you'll just get like, you'll just end up in the stomach of something without realizing, because it's just so pitch black down there. Fucking terrifying,
a
dude.
physically grueling experience.
Horrifying.
When inside, depth and oxygen monitoring are a must. Yet Lipsky, fully aware of the risks involved with such an intensive dive, maintained optimism in his
Is this
physical
blue,
ability.
fog, or dark? Yeah, dude. Everything's just out of sight, not out of focus, you know?
At 5:03 p.m.,
The
Lipsky embarks
FOV
into
of the
depths.
ocean is pretty garbage.
Contrary to standard procedure, he attempts this dive not in a group.
But by himself. Oh, there you go.
For the first 2 minutes, we can observe Yuri swimming parallel to surface until he is over the deepest point of the blue hole.
Ooh.
He then begins a slow, controlled descent before he begins releasing air from his BCD, or buoyancy compensation device,
There you go.
in hopes of sinking faster.
Okay. Buoyancy pussy device.
At this point, his regulator begins to work harder to supply Yuri with the increased amount of oxygen he's taking in, evident by the numerous wheezes we hear throughout this footage. By now, he is descending rapidly, likely more so than he realizes.
And that's not good.
And soon after, the alarm from his dive monitor sounds, signaling that his depth is reaching a critical level.
He hasn't even gone that far down, it doesn't look like. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, the wheezes. Ooh. I hate the wheeze. Yikes, dude.
Yuri is now over 270 feet below surface.
Wow, that was fast.
Signaling a multitude of inconvenient truths.
One.
The oxygen in his
He's
tank
dead.
is quickly becoming toxic.
Oh.
His buoyancy
Wait,
is
what the
dwindling
fuck?
his tank.
Oxygen toxicity occurs in most people when the partial pressure of oxygen reaches 1.4 atmospheres. What? That's possible?
Is quickly becoming toxic. His buoyancy is dwindling.
An average air-filled neoprene suit will lose approximately half its buoyancy at the depth of 33 feet. I don't quite know what that means.
And an effect known as
What did it say?
toxic. His buoyancy
And lose almost all of its buoyancy.
is dwindling.
So it's not... Oh, so he's not able to float. OD on
Right.
oxygen? That's what they say is in the in airplanes. So when you breathe into it, you're just getting high, essentially.
And an effect
So it
known as nitrogen
puts you in a
narcosis
state
is
of euphoria, which is why they... So then you don't die panicking.
plaguing him, instilling a sensation of
Of course, it's known as rapture of the depth. Intoxicating effects of increased tissue nitrogen. Dude, you can't even go... 120 feet does not sound far at all. Because it's really not.
of complete drunkenness.
Wow.
At 5:09 p.m., Yuri approaches the bottom of the blue hole at over 300 feet deep.
Dude, he's on a mission.
Immediately, he fully inflates his BCD in hopes of returning to the surface.
His big cock
However,
dilation.
it's entirely ineffective as the downforce of the ocean
It's big
negates
cock
any
dick, you know?
semblance of buoyancy.
BCD, big
This
cock dick.
realization appears to cause him to panic because his tank is now completely
wait.
ineffective in hopes of returning. Immediately, he fully inflates his BCD in hopes of returning to the surface. However, it's entirely ineffective as the downforce of the ocean negates any semblance of buoyancy.
Whoa, I didn't know that was possible. So once you cross... Okay, so that's what he meant by buoyancy. So you cross a layer of the ocean where it's no longer... You're no longer being pulled up, you're getting pulled down. Whoa, that's crazy. Send too fast, your blood will boil. Yes, I did know that. And like, you'll get like an aneurysm or something.
This realization appears to cause him to panic because his tank is now empty. He's disoriented. Yuri Lipsky is trapped.
Holy fuck. So many tons of water on top of him. I guess that makes sense. How did they recover the video? Beep, beep, beep. Yikes. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say big yikes on that, you know? Oof. Yuri, what did you do? Yuri, what have you done to yourself?
Yuri Lipsky met his demise in one of the most dangerous diving locations in the world. He embarked to set a personal record to achieve a depth that he had never before seen,
Shit.
yet in that pursuit lost his life to the grueling conditions of the deep blue. Since the
Damn.
incident, Yuri's body was recovered.
Wow.
However, the same can't be said for a multitude of others that have
Yeah.
met the same fate. Online, you can find footage of divers discovering the remains of their counterparts
Oof.
with their gear still intact. And it's haunting knowing
Yeah.
that if those specific divers did not dive in that specific spot, their remains may have never been found,
Yeah.
forever confined to the pitch black crypt that is the deep sea.
Gonna go to bed. It's too damn late. Dude, I hear you there. Cheers, brother. Got about 8 minutes left. Dude, cozy restful sleeps, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by this late. It's 1:18 where you're at. Galaxy Quest on Wednesday, dude. Me too. Also, I forgot to chug. Napalm, this is to you. Cheers, my friend. Stopping by so late. Appreciate you, brother. Ah, that's for you, my friend. I appreciate you. I love you. Cozy restful sleeps. Mwah. Mwah. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Humanity and the ocean have
You know
a
my catchphrase, we'll catch you on the flip
relationship
side.
with death.
Honored. Oh, dude, I'm the one who's honored, you know?
Superstorms
Ooh.
leveling entire cities.
Boy,
Gargantuan
you're getting me
waves
bricked
rocking
up.
man's
I'm
largest
gonna have to
ships
charge you
like
a
bathtub
brick
toy.
tax, my friend.
And rogue
Brick
waves that
fee.
emerge from nowhere, destroying even the largest and safest of oil rigs.
I don't know how those oil rigs function.
To this day, remnants of over 3 million shipwrecks exist on the seafloor, with thousands upon thousands of massive
Fuck
man-made
those waves,
objects
dude.
accompanying
Those waves
them.
are lame.
Much
L
like the
plus
remains of
ratio
divers,
to those waves,
these
you know?
relics imply and signify defeat and death.
You just gotta hit them with
lost by
the
the
L,
hand of an environment
and they'll
we
go,
had set out to tame,
sheesh. I'm done.
and an everlasting token of failure. There's an interesting subset of thalassophobia called submechanophobia that delves into the very specific fear of encountering these relics in the wild.
Oh, interesting.
It's this primordial repulsion caused by the crippling uncanniness of an object that does not belong,
Yeah.
compounded with the lack of any ability to determine its true size.
Oh, interesting.
Photo and video of the Titanic, of forgotten animatronics,
What the fuck is that?
of ancient relics,
Oh, what the
of
fuck?
massive anchor, of sunken airplanes, and the interior of shipwrecks are effectively fueling a newer, more recently discovered phobia made possible by the rise of cameras able to document them.
Interesting.
But it isn't always abandoned structures, though, as video, like this one,
Water burbling, let me tell you. Bro, this water be burbling in the green. Propeller whizzing? What?
also exemplify this phobia in its purest form. For me personally, submechanophobia persists because of the total inability to fully see an object as it truly is.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Like we touched on earlier, our minds are hardwired to fill in blanks with what could be.
Yeah.
And more often than not, we achieve this with the most horrifying possible outcome.
We really do. We're
On
pretty
land,
fucked up.
fog is always seen as a mood setter for the strange and mysterious.
Yep.
And
can't
inside the
make
darkest
out
confines of the
specifics,
deep
you know?
blue, perhaps we can see this idea at work here too.
Wow. BFO. BFO. But also fucking terrifying. It's beautiful because of how scary it is, you know?
It's hard to find the words to conceptualize the fear of the deep in just a single YouTube video, as there are so many ways we can and have taken it.
Yeah.
Whether it's the fear of sea life, or its infinite size, or how dark it is, or how much we truly don't know about it, or its capability of devastation, or its grip on human life. One
Water
thing
is scary.
has and will always hold true.
Bruh, I am quaking whenever I look at my Brita filter, let me tell you.
The
I am
ocean
fucked up.
is
what I'm looking
fucking
at.
horrifying.
Hey, there we go.
It's an unforgiving frontier harboring some of the most harrowing life and environmental enigmas on the planet. It is, and always will be, one of life's great mysteries. An entire world we share, yet know so little about.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the planet, yet completely uninhabitable by mankind. Throughout history, it's been said that the moment you enter the ocean, you enter the food chain. Yet, contrary to how it is on land, in their world, in their vast abyss of darkness,
Oh, God.
humankind is nowhere near the top.
Oh, not at all. Look at whales, dude. Freaking massive. Whales are massive and we can see them. What else is lurking beneath, you know? God damn. Well, goddamn, Nexpo, you've done it again. You have truly done it again, let me tell you. I love how he says that. From Nexpo with love. Mwah. Nexpo. You always make me feel so cozy. You make me feel so scared and so cozy. For me, it's not about the creatures, but the emptiness, the loneliness in a place. But being able to see some way out of it, just the dark, yeah. Yikes. Well, boys, I think that's what we're going to call it. Honestly, like I said, it's a short stream. Well, not really super short. We're crossing into about an hour. Had a great night with friends. Again, I think Landon phrased it very well tonight. He said, I think it's really rad that you're doing this every single day and you've committed yourself to it. But also, you also get some leeway because of how committed you are. He said, you know, do a quick little stream. Say that you're about to jump on stream. For special nights like this, where you can't spend a whole year you can't spend a whole year separating yourself from living a life, you know? And I feel like I've had a very great balance this year so far of, you know, taking these moments that I understand are going to be, you know, once in a while, once in a lifetime kind of times to spend time with friends and people that I care about, you know? And yeah, I took that opportunity tonight. And I do every now and then with Carson, Landon, Cody, and Theo went out tonight. It's just a great time. So thank you guys for understanding. I really appreciate it. Even though I know I'm I kind of cheese it a little bit, but I didn't cheese it. Like, you know, I don't cheese it all the time. So it'd be different if I was doing it every single night and like, oh, I'm going to be, you know, I'll be on after midnight, but you know, whatever. I think I've done it only 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. 2? I think I've only done it twice, actually. Wow, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Cheese it, technically cheese it, but it still counts. It really does technically count, but it's worth it. It's worth it to cheese it a little bit sometimes, boys. But hey, I appreciate you all. Thank you to Napalm for stopping by and jumping in chat. Thank you to anyone else who may have stopped by. Who knows? Whether you're in chat or not, whether you're watching the VOD or not. Quick little hour VOD. And I appreciate you very much, so thank you. Boys, we'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be on time. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. And we'll jump back with some more Hi-Fi Rush tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh! So here's what I'm thinking. They say whale penises are the biggest on Earth, right? But what about deep sea whales? What kind of shit they packing, you know? Are they packing like 40-foot dong and cock? Do they hang fat cock or what? I hope so. God damn.